Good morning, everyone. A good Tavach, a good Erev Yom Tiv. We are continuing here in the Orchis Yosher today, starting a new chapter called Yiras Chet, the fear of sin. And as we said before, we're always looking for ways to hold on to the inspiration and the enthusiasm of the Yomim Neroyim, and certainly focusing in on the things that we spoke about on Yom Kippur, which was trying to absolve ourselves and ask forgiveness for all of the sins that we did. Talking about Yiras Chet, the fear of sin, is something that will help us. And Rav Chaim Kanievsky brings down from the Gemara in Bracha is Chaim sheyesh b'hem Yiras Chet, that after Rav would finish saying his Shemona Esrei, he would add a little prayer to Hashem, and he asked that Hashem should fill up his life sheyesh b'hem Yiras Chet, that has fear of sin, v'yiras shamayim, and the fear of heaven. V'tzarech bir, says the Rav Chaim Kanievsky, this requires explanation. Mawa inyan shel yiras chet, what exactly is the fear of sin? Are you afraid of the sin itself? Really, you're afraid of the one who's commanded you not to do the sin. You should have yiras shamayim, fear of Hashem. What does it mean that you're afraid of the actual sin itself? We spoke about Yiras Shamayim, the fear of Hashem, the awe, the reverence that we have. What is being added over here by mentioning fear of sin? That's his question, and that's going to be the basis of this whole chapter, explaining what exactly is it that we are adding and that we are saying when we include in our prayers and we include in our whole, our hashkaf, our outlook on Torah, that Yiras Shamayim itself, that's not enough. You need to have something called Yiras Chet, the fear of the actual sin itself. If you look through the words of Chazal, our sages will find that they expend a lot of time and energy describing the great advantages of a person who has Yiras Chet, the fear of sin. And in the Gemara it says they wanted to praise one of the great sages of the Talmud, and they said, the great praise that they gave him was that he was a man who feared sin. Like it's written in the Gemara, so you have two sages that are trying to expound about the greatness of a particular sage. And one said, oh, he's a Yirei Chet, he's a man who fears sin. And the other one said, he's a great Torah scholar. So the other one said back, I'm telling you the greatest praise possible, that he's a man that has Yiras Chet, that he has fear of sin. And you're telling me you want to denote his level of greatness by telling me he's a man who's a Torah scholar? What do the two things have to do with each other? So you see from that Gemara, and Perish Rashi explains, you decrease the praise that I was giving of him. Which means the Gemara is saying a fascinating thing, that even though that we would imagine and we would assume that being a tremendous Torah scholar, certainly on the level of the Amoraim that we have in the times of the Gemara, they were the greatest of all times. So we would imagine that's the greatest praise you could give a person. No, the Gemara is saying the greatest praise that you can give a person is someone that is a Yirei Chet. He fears doing sin, or he fears the sin itself. And furthermore, we find in Pirkei Avos, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai shibach es talmidei. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai wanted to praise his students, and Rabbi Shimon ben Nesanel, and one of his students whose name was Rabbi Shimon ben Nesanel, he called him Yirei Chet. That was the praise. How do you want to praise a person? How do you want to tell a person that they're great? How do you want to build a person up and let them know how chashuv, how valuable and important they are? You call them Yirei Chet, you call them a person who fears sin. And this is Rav Chaim's introduction over here into this chapter, which means that we see already just from these few sources that he brings, the fear of the sin itself is something that is gigantic, and it's very big, and it's going to keep a person obviously being able to become a Torah scholar, live a life of Yiras Shamayim. It's going to help them to fulfill mitzvahs and perform the will and the commandments of Hashem. As we're going to see as we go along, we're just getting our feet wet in the world of Yiras Chet, and Be'ez Hashem, it should carry us into this beautiful Yom Tov of Sukkot, the Zman Simchasenu, the time of our happiness, and perhaps that's a message for us. When a person guards themselves from doing the wrong things, which means you have self-control and you can hold yourself back from engaging in sin, whether it looks like it's pleasureful, there's a lust, there's a desire, there's a benefit that you feel that you're going to gain. A person who refrains from doing hate, from doing sin, they will be able to reach true happiness in life. Mitzvah Hashem will be zeichet to a true Zman Simchasenu. I hope Be'ez Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch will allow the time to be available to record during Chol HaMoed, so we should learn together throughout Sukkot as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful Yom Tov.